What's good, guys? Fantasy Joe back here with some more fantasy football content. Today I am talking buy lows and sell highs. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. And if you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. I'll respond as always. We are going to start with our first sell high. It's another Garrett Wilson. Reason being, he's coming off a career week this last week and 22 targets. That type of volume is hard to maintain, especially if your team trades for Devontae Adams. And I'm not saying that's going to happen, but certainly within the realm of possibility, them currently being the team favorite in Vegas. I would be selling Garrett Wilson personally. Like I said, that's just the week that we've all been waiting for, and now you can get the opportunity, I believe, to be able to move out from underneath it. Speaking of, and this one could be different depending on who plays. If Joe Flacco's out there, you could try to get one more week. You got a week out of Michael Pittman Jr. and then sell him. But 6 for 113, and he caught a touchdown this last week. So 2 of his best fantasy performances the last 2 weeks. I would try to flip him while I can. Unless they come out and say Joe Burrow's going to be the quarterback on this roster for the rest of the season, or you see him getting a lot of starts, that's the only real reason I'm hanging on to Michael Pittman. If it's Anthony Richardson show, he's not going to be that valuable for fantasy football. I can just about guarantee that. I do think he's a good receiver, and if Flacco plays, I think he could be a stud. I just think it's the way their offense is currently functioning. Another guy I'd be willing to sell, and this one's a bit of an asterisk because he does have a nice schedule. Jacksonville, the bye, Washington, Arizona. Those are all some really nice matchups, so maybe if you're running back desperate, you hold on to him for a little bit longer. But I think you could flip Swift for something pretty nice right now. And again, if the asking price, if you're trying to get into a better running back or a better wide receiver and people aren't letting you do it or they don't want Swift, wait a few weeks because, like I said, good matchups against Jacksonville. Everyone's top 15 play this week. I think he'll be good. But, yeah, just the opportunity to be able to move on him. I like taking advantage of that opportunity coming off these big weeks. Let's see. We covered Garrett Wilson. Okay. While we are on it, so those are all of our sell highs for this week. So now we're moving on to the buy lows. A few honorable mentions I'll throw out right away. Dontavian Wicks to me is a buy low. Coming off of that rough game, people are going to sell him for like nothing. I would absolutely pursue him. Let's take a look. Breece Hall is another name I would be buying low. We talked about him recently as a buy low candidate. The head coach getting fired. I think they're going to begin to run the ball a little bit more, and 2 rough weeks. But before that, I mean, he's putting up 15 points every single week. He's a great running back. That's why you keep trade for a guy like this. The offense obviously hasn't been what you hoped for, but I still think things are going to get better moving forward. And this one's kind of a preemptive one, probably for next week, but Bijan Robinson plays Carolina this week. I'm trying to hold Bijan, probably have him hopefully go off against Carolina, then be able to flip him for anything. But that's one that I am on. Another I would say is Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker struggled a little bit this last week. He wasn't bad, but he caught 7 for 57. To see the type of pass game involvement that he's had recently is very encouraging to me. I think this keeps going. It's tough for him to not finish as a top 10 back every week he's out there. I think you can acquire him for a little bit less right now. But I'm absolutely all over Kenneth Walker. I think he's a stud of a player, and I think it's a really good opportunity to go out and make a trade for him. Let's see. Josh Jacobs was in the show last week. I still think he's a buy low if you can do it. Plays Arizona this week. Should be fantastic. Played 70% of snaps. One more that I like, another Seahawk, DK Metcalf. He's been good for fantasy football this year. I don't think people have realized just how good, like I said, wide receiver 12. Started a little rough, 3 really good games, a little rough this week. That's why I try to see if I can go out there and acquire him right now while the asking price is not so high. And then one more wide receiver. Deontay Johnson's getting a lot of targets recently. I think this is just going to continue. Only 6 this last week, but that's why he's a buy low. But if you look at 13, 14, he's going to be fantastic for fantasy football every game that Andy Dalton plays. They've got a good matchup this week against Atlanta, then Washington, then Denver. Denver's a little tougher, but so 2 good matchups the next 2 weeks I think you can take advantage of. And then my last running back, this one I'm really excited about because I've been all over him since the draft season and things are finally starting to go his way. It's Chase Brown. Not the most, solid points this last week, but the reason being is he's been more and more involved recently. Goal line, pass catching, a lot of things like that. And Zach Moss might not play this week, and he gets the opportunity to show what he can do against a New York Giants team, potentially win this job. I always think it's going to be kind of a tandem, but I think Chase Brown is just eating a bigger and bigger part of that pie. So I want Chase Brown. I think he's talented. I think he's on a good offense. If you guys have made it to this point in the video, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. I'll respond as always. Any trade advice videos you guys got, I can help answer any questions. Should I do this trade? Should I do that trade? I got you guys. Just hit me up in the comments. Love talking with you guys in the comments. Love all the likes on the channel. Really appreciate the support. We're going to keep doing this. This has been Fantasy Joe. Thank you guys so much for watching.